Okay, so see, it's according to the lore of the Conquest, Super Mario Bros. X episode of the Conquest. Play now for your video game. According to that, your player character is heavier than a porcupine, and also heavier than a ninja. We see ninjas later on, and you're heavier than. Fuzzies are screwed up. You know that. Wait a minute. Hold on. There's a star somewhere here. There's a star somewhere here. Where is it? I don't know. Mystery of the. Hey, do you happen to know white pipes? He does not exist. I'm sorry, that's a flippin'. Nothing weird ever happened. Oh, there's like Mario Maker Parabbeetles. That's almost a Parabuzzy. It's like, why would I say Parabuzzy? Or actually, no, wait, no, Parabbeetles do this anyway. Why did I think they didn't? I guess I'm just so used to... I guess I'm just that used to versions, I guess I'm just that used to versions of... I guess I'm just that used to Parabbeetles just being being in these games as just like a... So being in Super Mario Bros. X is just like a single, as a thing that is just like placed in like a. Oh hey, those munchers are. Oh. I think I know I'm supposed to get that. I have another option. And it's way better morally or ethically, whichever one applies. Because it's a... Is that... Yeah, that is my game. That's... Sponge cake? Sounds like somebody's screaming forever. How does this level have no how does this level have one exit when there's just a white pipe? What was the rest of that area? This. Where is this ambient? Where's this ambience from? This is screwed up. It's freaky. It's scary. It frightens me. Ah! Hey there. Ah! Thank you. Stretch? They have a moon coin? What? 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 What was that? There we go. Oh, the middle star coin. I probably missed the flippin'. I probably missed the flippin'. There's probably something in the ghoul area. There's probably something past the moon coin that I missed. Let me just pull up that. Where is the star? What? Okay, Evil Temple has the star. That's all I want to know. Okay, good. Let me grab a shoe. I can just do that. Wait, hold on, did I not play one of those? No. Oh yeah, I didn't play them. I'm gonna. Wait. Yeah, I'm going to Evil Temple. Oh hey, it's this theme. Whoa! I didn't even realize that the Toomp was there. No! Why did I do that? That's fine. You're a good man, Charlie Brown. I don't even like that song that much. There are like less than 10 Peanuts musical songs that I like. That, or at least I'm confident that I like. I haven't listened. There's just so much of You're a Good Man, Charlie Brown that I haven't listened to in a long time. I've listened to everything is Super the Musical, and somebody like everyone on that server is like someone on that server was like the Vigils of Bader. I don't like it. I don't like the Vigil. I don't know. I don't know if the studio. I listened to the animated version, the 1988 version. I don't know. Is that just a bad version? Like, I know that this. Poor Sweet Baby. Poor Sweet Baby is all right in the whichever version has it. Not the 2017 version, but one of the ones between the 80s one or the 80s one or the 70s one. The 70s one. Either one of those. It's there. That's good. There, I like it. There, I think it's but weird and kind of creepy in the 1988 version, because it's just a. See, it's one thing when it's an adult playing a child. When it's an adult playing a child, and it's like it's clearly an adult. It's another thing when it's a child playing a child, and it's a child seeing those lines, and it's like. What is, and it's like, this is, it's like, I don't like this, it makes me uncomfortable. It's like, I don't know if I'm biased because Big Beak Entertainment was also uncomfortable, or what, I don't know, it's, I mean, I just pretend it isn't Peppermint Patty until we sing that song. I have to do that. And you kind of can with the 1980 version because it's got all that visual stuff going on. It recycles footage from It's Your First Kiss, Charlie Brown, which is a weird one where the homecoming parade for elementary school is like, isn't that a college thing or a high school thing? Like, I'm pretty sure that's not like they're in like grade school. There's no way though. There's no way the flipping kids at Peanuts are in 6th grade or later. There's no way. There's no way. There's no way. There's no way. And that just leaves me wondering, like, how? That just leaves me like, what the heck? How the heck? Who did that? Who orchestrated this? And that's before getting into the part that everybody actually talks about, which people actually talk about, which is the whole homecoming thing, which is the whole football thing. We're losing away the football, and it's like forget about that. Why? It's like I'm like my priorities lie on the flipping homecoming thing in elementary school with the homecoming queen. It's like there's no way this is a real thing. Listen, out of every like famous thing that Charlie Brown has ever accomplished, the one where I'm most willing to accept the idea of him getting as a win, between like kicking the football, getting Valentine, but yeah, it's just like. I feel like of any of those things, if you're gonna give him any win, I'd say the little red hair. I'd say having him form some sort of positive relationship with the little red hair girl that'd be what I'm fine with. They would have to be a couple that they could just be friends. I don't know. I'm fine with anything as long as they like get to know each other and like. Something like the Peanuts movie, like I like that. That's nice. That's nice, even if the little red girl just kind of like, even if she kind of like suddenly gives that. It's just like, but otherwise it's like, you know, but like it's your first kiss. It's like, okay, it's like, oh, she's flipping. It's like, oh, like this, the whole thing is organized. The whole thing is like set up by like the school or whatever. I imagine that's what that. I assume by the school. I haven't watched it, and I'm not sure if I want to. Maybe I should just to actually know what I'm talking about. That's why I have an opinion on something that I know. I know what I'm talking about when I have an opinion on it. But like, you know, it's just weird because they show her in the special, and like, you know, of course it's a big deal because you never see her in the comics besides like that one silhouette, and like you're that's pretty late in the strip's run. shit. And it's like, she does, if she, okay, well, she exists now, but she doesn't do anything. It's like the only thing setting this apart from if she was off screen is that we could see her. But she's not a character. You didn't make her a character, really. You didn't really make her a character. She doesn't do anything. She doesn't have, she's just a living prop. You know, and I feel like that's why, and I think that's why I think the idea of the little red-haired girl's agency and everything is, I think that's why I'm okay with the idea of, like, because it's like, it doesn't have to be like some guy, like, because this doesn't have to, like, I mean, I get the idea of, like, how it's supposed to be like you could insert your own experiences onto that fantasy. Like, that's essentially what Schultz was doing. Like, I was thinking about it, like, sort of. Yeah, that. I think, and like the thing, and it's like, I get that, but I get that, and I mean, and in that sense, I'm not saying it has to be done. I'm just saying, like, if somebody decides, hey, I'll do that, then I'm like, okay, that's neat. It doesn't feel as wrong to me as if Lucy let Charlie Brown kick the football, or if Charlie Brown's team won a baseball game, no strings attached, or anything like that. Anything like, you know? But yeah, the thing is, like, Little Red Girl, because I feel like if it's Little Red Girl, there's I feel like then it's like you could make her a character who has agency and things, and like, honestly, one thing I keep thinking about, one idea I really like, I think it's it's not something the Peanuts movie does, but I think it's just really fun. It's like funny, and like it almost feels weirdly fitting. It almost feels weirdly fitting for Peanuts in terms of like, there's a sense of dramatic irony to it, because like just the idea that like the feelings are reciprocated between Charlie Brown and Little Red-Haired Girl. Little Red-Haired Girl is just as insecure about talking to him. Just like the idea of that, to me, just sounds very. It just sounds. Again, just like the dramatic irony that, like, because it's not Charlie Brown. Charlie Brown is the only one who has troubles, you know. Lucy never runs over shoulders, even if the fans want her to. That's the thing I'm mixed on. But that's not what I'm trying to unpack right now. I'm trying to unpack, like, the Little Red-Haired Girl as a character with thoughts and aspirations, and just like what it'd be like. And there's one fanfic I think about. There's one fanfic I think about where it's like kind of explores the idea of discussing, because it's something that I've kind of learned about. I've realized that how there's sort of like I don't know if this is Schultz's intention, but it's definitely how many people see it out. Charlie Brown is more into the idea of like what it'd be like to be with the Little Red Girl, as opposed to like who she is as a person or anything like that. Or maybe even the idea, maybe he isn't even fully on board with the idea of going. I mean, of course he isn't on board with the idea of like taking action. That's the whole thing. Is he's so insecure about it. It's insecure and it's such a nervous little boy. But like I don't know, just like, because it's like I feel like I suppose it makes sense that like, I remember with that fic, what happens in that fic. I think it's interesting. So what happens is Lucy gets a Little Red-Haired Girl as what happens, and she's referred to by the name she gets in in media where she's named, the name she gets there, the name that she usually gets. She gets like at least 2 times out of 3. Hold on. Which is Heather, and she's there, and she's like, and it's mostly from like her point of view, and a lot of it's like, and like she's like a character in that fic. And then Charlie Brown, there's Charlie Brown wanting to talk about the red hair girl. I think that's where it gets interesting. I think that's where it's interesting because where he like. First off, there's the comedy of how he doesn't realize that the person he's talking to is the little red hair girl. There's that, and there's also how as she hears about how Charlie Brown's been pining for her, like she keeps the act up, like she doesn't disclose, hey, I think you're talking about me. But she kind of talks about it like, she's like, okay, so like, if you were, so like, think about this person, like, and like, she's like, thinking about like, and she sort of talked about, trying about like, how, think about like, what would be like a good way to talk to somebody, like and it's just like, it's very interesting, like, the way it tries to like, get Charlie Brown, the way she sort of gets Charlie Brown to sort of humanize experience. I don't remember what exactly the words are. I would look it up if I wasn't playing smbx. Maybe I'll look it up right now and I'll just cut the footage. Okay, I think I got it. It was like she's like, okay, so like if you know this little red hair girl, like I think you're going a little too fast with it. Like you're already being like, I love you and like all this. Like let's not if you haven't met her, then like already coming out with that's a bit that's coming out a bit strong. You know, like maybe just like get to know her first, and then you know, like and that I just think that's just flipping really cool as another way of like humanizing a little bit. I think that's just really cool as the way I feel like I would like to imagine that like if for whatever reason Charlie Brown and the little red hair girl each other, I feel like it would be I like to imagine it would be the relationship would form a little more gradually like that, as opposed to you know, like Charlie Brown has the strong fantasy of immediately like already like, holding hands. Schultz is really big on hands. Schultz was really big on hand holding. Schultz is really big on hand holding. It's like it's like an anime meme. It's like when people meme about holding hands in anime being risque, except it's like decades before that. It's what it feels like. It's like Schultz. It feels like Schultz. It's like it makes me wonder if there was a time where that was legitimately just that risque. I don't know. Anyway, but like yeah, just the idea of the little red hair girl being like a character. Like I think that's interesting. And like she's kind of a character in Peanuts movie. More than definitely more than in It's Your First Kiss, Charlie Brown. Like again, that's just like you could just say. I feel like you could just with It's Your First Kiss, Charlie Brown. Like narratively, you could just have her be off screen the whole time. And in terms of narrative things, like you just have her be not seen, and that wouldn't change anything from a narrative sense. It would look weird. It would look weird. It absolutely would look weird. But it's like that's how much she does. It's like she does just as little as she would if she was the typical unseen character as usual. And the same goes for Happy New Year, Charlie Brown. That was okay. And I don't know, it's just like, do something more. It's just like, that's just, yeah, and it's, you know, it's just like, because I think for me, because I guess to sort of sum up my thoughts on, like, the idea of giving Charlie Brown that victory, that sort of victory in Little Red Girl, because I feel like it wouldn't benefit, because it's not just that it's not just for the optimism. It's not just for like adding optimism to a strip that only really shows optimism in something of an absurdist way. Absurdist in that, not absurdist. And by absurdist I meant like in the way like that one must imagine Sisyphus happy way, not in the way of like just being flippin' weird. Unless you think that's weird, which I guess, yeah, I mean, you know, that's. In which case, I guess that, but you know, hopefully you know. I hope you know, because if you don't, then what am I doing? I'm just talking to myself. That's what I'm doing. But what kind of person I am? What does that say about me? Like, that's what I'm saying. Anyway, yeah, I think for me, I think it might actually be more so just the idea of that giving some agency and character to the little red-haired girl. I think it's more that it gets me than the idea, oh, Charlie Brown gets a win. Like, no, you know, again, like I get it. Like Charlie Brown struggles. That's part of how it is. And like he gets those small victories, and there's also his perseverance. And as many point out, there's also his perseverance despite everything. And he's good-natured at heart. You know, it's like that's why I would say that as like a victory, because like it's in that sense. It's like for me, it's not really the sense of victory that draws me towards the idea. It's more the idea of like what that means for another character. What that means for what is really another character. Like what it means for like, another character actually having a character. And I'm thinking about people who should. It's like my stance is like it could go. My stance is like I can be fine with anyway. Like I can be fine. Like I feel like Schultz is going for like. Schultz is consistently going for like that. At most, they're like friend. At most, they're like acquaintances. At most, they know each other. At most, Schroeder wouldn't like throw the other cheek if Lucy's like in serious peril or something. Like, and then you have those few strips that almost make it seem like I can't live with that. Then you have that strip in 1980. That's the big one. People always show that one. People show that one a lot, and it's like that's kind of a weird. It's kind of an oddball strip. It's like that's the only strip that's like that. It's the only strip that does that, and it almost feels like there's a reason for it, because like, when Schultz never did that again. But it's like, I don't know, it just... I'm interested in the idea that Schroeder doesn't just hate Lucy's guts, because it's like... It's true, he does at least, like... He could tell her to bug off if he wanted to, and he does. There are times when he does, you know? He'll pull away the piano even. But I liked it, but I don't... I remember somebody that but not like, but as a way, I like it in a way when it's in a way where it's like they're still kind of got that snarky attitude between each other. And also I like it, the idea that it doesn't happen when they're young in Little Peanuts. Like when they're like the age of other Peanuts characters, you know, like when they're Peanuts character age. I like the idea that a little later, like when they're like middle school, high school, somewhere like that, as things sort of, you know, like I like the idea of that because I feel like because then it's like that's something that starts to form at it's almost like that's a new side of the relationship that starts to form after the strips of it, the familiar setting of the strips. Like essentially, I like the idea of like sort of distancing that future of them with just distancing it from what actually happens in the strip. That's gonna be really loud. That's gonna be really loud in the recording. I didn't think about that. I think after this try, I'll switch to Peach. I think the only reason I haven't switched to Peach sooner is just because I was blabbing my mouth off about Peanuts because I need somebody who can float over all of it. I need somebody who can float. I need her flipping horizontal abilities. Or I really want, you know, the need, want, or whatever, you know, like, what it truly means, the need and wants. I don't know, I get pedantic about that all the time. Like, just talking with myself, I'm like, hey, hold on, do you need it? Are you unable to physically survive are you unable to physically survive in life without switching from Toad to Peach? You know, like I get pedantic like that to myself. And only really to myself. Like I don't call anyone else out about it. How the Super Bro's gone. I mean, I'm not complaining. I'm just surprised. Because I don't know how that happened. Okay. Okay. I think this looks weird. This looks weird. This doesn't look right aesthetically to me. It's just like I don't know, like it just feels weird. Like I get that you can actually tell what I forgot for a moment that they put Bowser's flipping big ball in this without. They just added that into as a thing without even having the Super Mario Bowser. It's the Super Mario Bros. X Swamp Boss. Holy smokes! It's this custom Super Mario World Swamp Boss. This is a flippin' icon this is a flippin' ROM hacking icon. Here in episode 4, Super Mario Bros. X2. Hold on, okay. So it doesn't have to be an explosion. Thank goodness. Ouch. Well, no, I still have to go through the rest of that, so I think I'm still better than using Peach. Who made that swamp boss anyway? Does that person know the legacy they've left? That another fan project has used that boss in their example episode. Oh my goodness! I did not know that I was going to do much there. Okay. Oh. Do that. You know, I just realized the way I'm reloading the level. That's just me. This is just the equivalent of like of being really. This is the equivalent of overusing save states. That's just what I'm doing. That's what I'm doing. I thought it did that playing Mega Man 3 for Game Boy, then I tried playing it for real, and it was a flippin' nightmare. Mega Man 3 for Game Boy. Oh hey, I didn't notice all those little stars in the geometry. I didn't notice those until now. I wonder if those are like tiles, or if they're like. I wonder if those are tiles, or if they're like little background stuff that's just plastered on, like with stickers. Is this? Yes, it's safe. Tossing up is not evidently not an ideal option. Super Mario Bros. X2 is perhaps rather inspired by ROM X, because I remember it uses that one. It uses great. I'd be cool to be the boss. It uses that one object that like only NPCs can fly on. It's like it's a weird thing in Super Mario World, and people have used it in their levels, in their custom Super Mario World levels, and they put it in Super Mario Bros. X2. Oh, hey, this level has the star. Oh no, this level is the star. You know, I'm gonna get this star and then I'm gonna stop recording. Do we even have anything else at now? Do we even have anything else to say at this point? Like, if I'm gonna rattle my mouth off about peanuts, like I rattle my mouth off about live action and live action Disney stuff and the photorealistic Lion King stuff. When in the footage that I can't upload because the mixing's bad. This is just like who it's just like it's gonna feel weird to upload this to like it feels like it'd be weird to upload this to YouTube just because I don't know, it's just like I have a flippin' like I have that video going over like everything I wanted to do and messed up trying to do and making a Mega Man level 3 and it would just be weird to I feel like it'd just be weird to have that and then be like, hey, here's funny gaming guy. And also it's just like it's just like I don't trust myself not to get claimed by YouTube. Like I haven't heard of Sunsoft claiming YouTube songs. If I did, maybe I would have picked different background music for that one part of the Arcade Archives video. The part where I use the song I use in the stage. Cause I don't know how much gets content ID'd. I don't know how much gets claimed. I mean, I know Cricket Noise is king. How many years ago was that? How many years ago did we get claimed for Crickets? I'm gonna edit if I do finish that. I'm gonna upload that for content to show how behind the times I am, how much I don't have a grasp on how long it's been since that happened, and how much time flies when you turn and then it's just like what is safe? Is anything safe, or is everybody playing with fire or does everybody just know they're playing with fire when they do anything on YouTube and accept it? Because honestly, I'm not so high on the ladder. I'm not so high on the ladder. Like. I know I can't. I know I'm not really in a position where I know nobody's really in a position where we can do anything significant right now without just like that flipping. There's something I'd bring. I'm not gonna bring it up. I feel like it'd be in poor taste to bring it up, even if it's no matter how relevant I feel it is to my point. That's still just like it's still a messed up thing that happened. Not a thing that I want to just like casually bring up. Like, hey, remember when that happened? Now I'm just thinking about McClunky. I'm thinking about McClunky, that edit to Star Wars. And I'm just thinking how the intention of that line, it's like, Because what happens is, because like, I just keep thinking about, it's like, basically, besides the obvious issue of preserving media in its original form, preserving media as it was presented long ago, besides that obvious problem that we still have with the Star Wars trilogy, it's like with the original Star Wars trilogy, you know, nobody says the trilogy means the sequel trilogy by default. I would certainly hope they don't, unless there's context clues that, unless they're like if they say that before giving context clues, like without context clues, the first guess one should want to guess. I feel like one would make about what. Anyway, it's like the whole thing is like it started off because the whole thing, the edit was like it started off like George Lucas wanted to make it like Han's he's acting in self-defense. This isn't just him being a reckless guy with attitude. He's not just a reckless guy with attitude, because that's not. I don't want that anymore. I don't want that anymore. Even though the script makes it clear that was originally what I was going for, or what somebody originally was going for. I don't know how much. But it's like, they have Greedo shoot. So it's like, and then Han swerves his neck, and then Han's old man, and then Han swerves his CG neck, and he shoots back, and then it's like. Han shoots back, and it's like, it's like, and then they have the edits where it's like trying to meet. It's where they like try to meet. They try to meet people halfway, but they have all those edits that was like trying to meet people halfway, basically, where it's like, where you get like. Where it's like, oh shoot, I didn't find the exit. You have all those edits that try and meet it halfway, where it's like the timing is that they shoot at like the same time or so. So it's like you could argue, I'm guessing that in that context, the argument is that at that point, it's like it's the relevance of Greedo shooting isn't as strong, because because the whole point is like already Greedo was clearly about to kill him. So I guess like the argument in favor of like them both shooting at like the same time, and like that's like it's like, oh well then, it's basically what happened already, except Greedo also shoots, even if it doesn't mean anything. And then there's and then what happens at McClunky is, first off, like, because then it's like the people who don't care about Star Wars lore day and night, that's just nonsense. But then if you do care, if you do know what they're talking about, if you're one of those people, if you found out that from checking the translations of the alien lines in Phantom Menace, how he's probably saying you're dead, Han. I'm gonna kill you. That's probably what he's saying, even though they didn't translate it. Even though they didn't translate it for some reason, like they did, as would have made sense. Like, then it's like, okay, it's like supposedly Lucas said that he wanted Greedo to get in the final word, and it's like, we're effectively morally back at square one. Like, this is effectively where we were when we first got Greedo shooting instead of Han shooting first. It's where we got Greedo shooting instead of Han shooting, and that without Greedo ever shooting, because now it's like, because the whole point is like, because the whole point of shooting first was to like, the whole point of Greedo shooting first was to make Han, make Han seem more like the better person. And so if you have so if you have him say something, then it's like that's just, you're doing the same thing. It's like the same thing even with all these things. It's like Lucas doesn't, it's like, is he flipping? Oh, okay, so that's Emerson and Crouch. I really don't know how to finish the thought. It's just like, shoot, it's just like, this, it does sound, it's like, it doesn't benefit anybody except George Lucas, I guess. And people who just kind of like to watch the madness unfold, I guess.